What's happening, guys? Welcome back to Rock Guitar School. So we got some really awesome news today, guys. Sammy Hagar says unreleased Van Halen song "Between Us Two" will eventually see light of day. This is awesome news, guys. Like I really I think there's stuff in those archives that we've never heard before, and from what I understand, in this article, basically what's happening is they're going through the archives now and they're just digging for stuff. I think we'll probably see some remasters coming soon, and definitely some Van Halen releases, no doubt. So in a new interview with Kyle Meredith, Sammy Hagar was asked about the status of an unreleased Van Halen ballad called Between Us Two, which was originally recorded for the soundtrack to the 1996 blockbuster Twister. The former Van Halen singer said, as transcribed by blabbermouth.net, "Everyone keeps asking me if there's any old songs that never got released, and I always say, not really. There was a couple, but I didn't remember. Two or three. Between Us Two, that's a mid-tempo ballad. That's like a Be Still kind of song from my new album, Crazy Times by Sammy Hagar and the Circle. If someone said, how was it? It was more like a Be Still. It was kind of almost country, not country, but I don't know. It was kind of like Van Halen's Can't Stop Loving You, but not as up-tempo. It's funny, I was just, this is some really cool stuff, obviously on YouTube, but if you guys check out the David Letterman performance, when Van Halen was on David Letterman, I think it was in the mid-90s. I think it was right about 95 when they came out with that song. Really good performance on the David Letterman show. Pull that up if you get a chance. So Hagar confirmed that Between Us Two is completed and available to release. We've got it. It's done, he said. It's in the archives. They'll find it. They're looking through the archives right now to try to remaster some of the old stuff from my era with Van Halen, and they'll find it. That's going to be a treasure. So Van Halen originally planned to complete two songs Between Us Two in a rocker called The Silent Extreme for the Twister soundtrack. The Silent Extreme eventually became Humans Being after the song's lyric proved a major source of contention, as the film's director, Jan de Bont, reportedly didn't want the lyrics to be closely related to the movie's context. Between Us Two ended up being replaced by Respect the Wind, an instrumental credited to guitarist Eddie Van Halen and drummer Alex Van Halen alone. So that's pretty interesting, guys. I think there's some really, really good stuff coming along with Van Halen. It seems like the only people that are doing anything in Van Halen these days are Wolfgang Van Halen and Sammy Hagar. I mean, obviously David Lee Roth. He's been releasing some stuff, some re-recorded versions of older songs. Sammy Hagar's touring with The Circle, putting out albums. Wolfgang is obviously doing his thing. He's working on his new record. Or he actually completed some work a few weeks back, and now he's on tour again. It's really cool, guys. We're getting more and more stuff, coming out from Van Halen, and that's a good thing. All right, guys, have a great day and rock on.